Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Today, I got a package in the mailbox, and I figured I ought to show you what it is. I have a Patreon membership. I think that Patreon subscription, membership, something like that, to a fellow by the name of Brian James Freeman, the guy who owns Lividian Publications. Ever hear of it? By all means, hear of it, because this Patreon subscription has netted me quite a few cool things. And Brian James Freeman owns Lividian Publications, one of my absolute favorite publishers. Walking God's Green Earth is doing close work with some of my very favorite authors, like Robert McCammon, like Philip Fracassi. That's just to name a few. Two of the guys that I collect. Two of the people that I collect, the authors of whom work I collect. And the neat thing is, sometimes I don't even know these things are coming until I get an email saying, hey, it's coming. But this is a neat little chapbook that's Robert McCammon, one of my favorite authors, Francois Valancourt, one of my very favorite illustrators of all, and Lividian Publications. So you mash them all together, and it's just win, win, win. It's called Children of the Bedtime Machine, and it's a short story that I actually have in this Robert McCammon. This is Subterranean Press limited edition, signed, numbered copy, Blue World. And I'll show you. It's signed. You don't have to believe me. Believe your own eyes. This one's numbered 992 of 1,000. And it's a pretty cool collection of Robert McCammon short stories. Real quickly, that's not what this is about. I'll show you the table of contents so you can see what all's in here. But among these stories is one called Children of the Bedtime Machine. And now, I don't have this one, but from what I understand, it originally was published in a collection called Shadow Show, all new stories in celebration of a guy by the name of Ray Bradbury, whose section on the shelf is down there a little farther. But one of my also all-time greats, one of my favorites, Ray Bradbury. I love a lot of his stories. I love a lot of his books. And he's got a style that a lot of people have mimicked at times. In fact, one of Robert McCammon's most beloved novels, Boy's Life, a lot of people say that it's reminiscent of Bradbury. Reminds people a lot of Bradbury. So there's got that going for him, which is nice. But anyway, this story was written in honor of Ray Bradbury, so it only shows to go ya. It only stands to reason that it ought to be comparable. And a lot of folks have compared this either directly to Bradbury or described it in the same way that they would describe Bradbury. That poetic prose, that whimsical style, that magical type of storytelling, however you would describe Bradbury. This one's being described that way. But anyway, it's a chapbook, so it's sent in a rigid cardboard mailer, and the postal folks took good care of my stuff, and I surely appreciate those people working hard to get me and everybody else their things too. But anyway, I care about the things they bring me most of all. And I care about what they bring you too. But anyway, here's just let me show you how it comes. There's nothing else in here. I want to verify there's no secrets, no gold coins or anything like that sent in there. I would appreciate it. Anybody want to send gold coins? Let me know. I'll help you make arrangements. But here is our chapbook inside of the trademark Lividian Publications envelope, and I just realized I was holding it upside down. You like it better upside down or upside up? There you go. Children of the Bedtime Machine. It's in a special envelope. That is also a neat way of packaging these things. I've gotten quite a few of these chapbooks with my Patreon subscription. So I am the Brian James Freeman Limited Patreon tier. That ends up being $20 a month, or if you pay year by year, $200 a year, so I get the discount, pay for it by the year. And like I said, it's netted me a lot of things, not only limited edition books by Brian James Freeman, but a bunch of cool chapbooks. Some of them I love, and the chapbooks are great, and some of them are highly sought after, selling for high dollar on the eBay. So sometimes you can use that as a selling point as well. But being that he publishes a lot of stuff from McCammon, from Fracassi, from others, and he uses Francois Valancourt an awful lot. I'm in. I can't lose. I'm getting stuff from people that I really dig. So it comes in this cool custom envelope, a neat way to kind of protect your book on the shelf anyway going forward. So that's neat. But here it is. Here is the chapbook, and that Francois Valancourt artwork is just stunning. He's one of my favorite illustrators. I am in the camp of can't get enough Francois Valancourt. When I see his name attached to a book, it adds the excitement level to it. It makes me more prone to want that book, even if it's not necessarily one I was going to go after. I like the artwork, so I'm a big fan of Francois Valancourt. And you can see the spine. It's a flat spine. It's not stapled, so I think that's what they call perfect bound. I don't want to sound stupid, but sometimes I just can't help it. But anyway, it's flat on the spine. It's not stapled. It's glued down, if such things matter, the construction. And the signature page is beautiful. So this is signed by the author Robert McCammon, the artist Francois Valancourt, and mine is number 122 of 500 copies. The tier that gets the Patreon guest chapbooks, I think it's actually called guest author chapbooks tier. I think that tier starts at $10 a month. If you want to sign up, become a Patreon subscriber to the Brian James Freeman Patreon group, I think that's the one that would get these guest chapbooks as well. And I strongly recommend it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's paid off over and over again for me. And well, let me look through here. Just look, two-color printing. Looks cool. Nice things. I want to see what else is in here. What else is there? Anything else of note? It was a lonely house in a lonely land. I just want to show you again two colors. So this isn't just some cheap, junky, shoddy chapbook thrown together to give people something so that they can't say that they didn't get anything for their membership. This is nice stuff. Full of artwork. Production quality. 2-page. It looks like so far every page is two-color printing. Interior illustrations. Man, I've bought $200 limited edition books, and I'll just say it, from Subterranean Press. $200 signed limited edition books that had 0 interior illustrations. This is a free chapbook from a Patreon group that's full of illustrations from one of the greatest illustrators out there, Francois Valancourt. And it's free. I mean, it's not free. You pay for your Patreon membership. But I didn't have to go out there and pay a pile of money for this book. These are color illustrations, and they look so good. And again, the two-page or the two-color printing on the book. So it's everything I hope for, everything I'll need. You are so beautiful to me. So this chapbook's 28 pages. You got the back of the cover, so illustrated front and rear. What was that, 4 or 5 interior illustrations in this little chapbook? It is Robert McCammon. Lividian Publications has hooked a brother up, and I can say this is exciting. I love Robert McCammon's stuff. I'm a collector. I get all I can. So it's great. Win, 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 win. And when I signed up for that Brian James Freeman Patreon group, I didn't expect that I'd be getting some cool things like this, really. I didn't know what to expect, but I've got my money's worth out of it. Adding things to my Robert McCammon collection today is exciting, and boy, is it nice. Like I said, I've gotten books that I paid a lot of money for that don't have this kind of artwork in it. I can think of no more lives to tell, except that I really dig this, man. This is an exciting one for me. Great addition to the collection. That's it. Got no more lives to tell, so thank you for your time. I do truly appreciate it. C'est la vie, baby. Doo-doo.